This is Barnstable Today for Thursday, May 14th. Welcome aboard. I'm Mark Mumford. And please keep in mind that the meetings we cover are available on demand at the town's website, town.barnstable.ma.us.
A special request from the West Barnstable Fire Department launches a substantial discussion among the members of the Sandy Neck Board. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin Friel.
The give and take started when Chair Richard French read a letter from the WBFD at this week's meeting.
Relative to the MD, Muscular Dystrophy Association boot drive. Dear Nina, the West Barnstable Fire Department, along with fire departments all across the country, will conduct Fill the Boot drives throughout the summer. In an effort to reach out to as many people as possible, we would like to set up a voluntary, quote-unquote, toll on the road between the gatehouse and the upper parking lot. We would not in any way interfere with the day-to-day operations of you and your staff, understanding that if at any time you or any of your senior members of your staff determined that we have interfered, we would vacate the premise and return at a later date. The dates we are proposing are as follows: Saturday, May 23rd, and Sunday, May 24th, 9 to 3. Also, Friday, August 28th, and Saturday, August 29th, 9 to 3. We would also like to do one more on a weekend in July to be determined at a later date. I thank you in advance for your consideration in this matter and look forward to another season working together. Questions?
Something new?
We've never done that before, and I did speak to Chris about it. And I did say the 4th of July wasn't going to work. My concern is if they're stopping people on the road, is everything's just going to get backed up. It's a really tight area to work in, but it's a very good cause. So, so I wanted to have the board be aware of this and give me some feedback if you want to proceed with it.
Where exactly are they proposed, Nina?
Well, presumably you would be on the road, it's at my discretion.
Between the gatehouse and the beach?
Yeah, and between that and the ORV beach, so they can get both of those people coming through, both the ORVers and the public beach people.
I would think if you are considering doing this, that you might commit to one day or one weekend rather than a bunch, because, I mean, they do this all over the place, and sometimes it can be very congestive when they are, because they'll have a bunch of firemen with their boots, and they're walking up and down the cars, and they do it on Main Street, and it works okay there because there's not
they do it in
traffic flow.
They do it in Barnstable Village, and they do it right at the traffic lights. So
you're stopped anyway.
What about doing it right at the gatehouse then when they stop? Yeah. Anyways, I'm concerned about them stopping on the road.
Yeah,
too tight.
halfway through.
They could just wander through the vehicles because there is always a little bit of a wait there.
My experience is that they usually do it at intersections, and when it's the green light, they don't approach, obviously they don't try to approach the vehicles, and they just do it when the cars actually stop.
That makes much more sense.
Yeah. So, what's the feeling of the board here?
And to try it for one day or one weekend, I like Hank's thing, at least let's see how it goes before you commit.
At the gatehouse.
And at the gatehouse.
Well, I don't know about before the gate, before the gatehouse.
The thing is, where do you draw the line? I think it's a worthy cause, and I'd be one of the first people to write out a check to make a donation. But you've got March of Dimes, you have Heart Association. So if you start doing something like that, I mean, they do stop you in Barnstable Village. I've been stopped there, and of course they, turn you upside down and dump all the pennies out of your pocket and give it to them. So
a little exaggeration.
But it's sort of a different venue because, in Barnstable Village you have the firehouse right there, and so that seems a little bit appropriate. I don't object to it, but it just seems, having it there, then how do we say no to the next group? Because everybody would want to do that. And I used to be really involved in the March of Dimes, and to tell you the truth, I would love to have that venue to be able to just set people up and have them there with whatever they have to collect money. And I think we're opening up something that maybe we shouldn't do.
Because the other possibility is right in Barnstable, West Barnstable. They do have the Route 149 stop sign right down.
Not much traffic there. Not much traffic when.
Yeah. Obviously, the objective is to get as much money because it's muscular dystrophy, and it's like that's the big fire department's main fundraiser for charity.
Sandy Neck manager Nina Coleman offered her unique perspective.
And I hear the board's concerns, and they echo my concerns as well, which is opening the can of worms. But I agree with you, Hank, that it is West Barnstable Fire Department, and that is very unique, and I think that does sort of weed out a lot of these other organizations. And, I'm the last person that wants to create more congestion there. So, of course, the May date, if it's not a good weather, it's going to be pretty quiet. Even though it's Memorial Day weekend, it's not our biggest weekend. But I think I might be able to ascertain what kind of problems we would have on a big weekend from a trial run, and then I can report back at the June meeting.
And I think the date should be set by you. By
Your recommendation of
it should not be a
Huge
weekend that you expect to be busy.
Well, that's why I told them I would put the 4th of July in there, because that would be ridiculous.
It should be, a weekend is busier than a regular day, but not busy that it becomes a problem.
Right. Okay,
So that's why I think it should be a regular weekend day.
Further discussion? All right. Keep in mind that if you're voting on this, as I understand it, it would be to deny.
The discussion was fairly lengthy and culminated in a motion from Sandy Neck board member Pete Sampu.
make a motion. Well, no, let's discuss a little bit here first before I make a motion.
Okay.
Are we sort of thinking that a single day trial run is the one that will fly? Do we leave that date specific open to Nina?
My sense would be yes.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that makes sense.
Then so moved. That we will allow a single day trial run, date to be determined by Nina.
She'll report back.
She'll report back to us.
And
And
specifically for West Barnstable?
Oh, yes, yes.
Correct.
With the unique condition being that it's the West Barnstable Muscular Dystrophy Drive.
Yes.
And their special relationship that they have with Sandy Neck opened the possibility for this.
I'll second it.
Okay.
And location to be determined by Nina.
Thank you.
In case
Thank you for the
gatehouse
amendment, yes.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right. All discussion regarding the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Unanimous.
And just a quick reminder that you can find the meetings we cover on demand at the town's website, town.barnstable.ma.us.
Meanwhile, as far as the town calendar is concerned, there are no meetings scheduled for this evening.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin Friel.
We'll meet you right back here tomorrow. I'm Mark Mumford.